Good afternoon and welcome to Microsoft Excel training by Mr. Obina. Now for today, I'll be introducing this course to us for us to take note of. Now the first thing I want us to look at is what do we mean by Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is a non-relational database that is used to arrange record or collect data with a single table or flat file. That means Microsoft Excel is a database, but you cannot relate two or more tables together while working with Microsoft Excel. And Microsoft Excel is used for financial calculations, mathematical calculations, sales inventory and stock keeping, statistical calculations, graph and chart interpretation. Now let's look at how to open your Microsoft Excel. Same procedure you use to open every other application. When you hit the window key, you type the name of the application, you click on OK. Now you can also make use of your keyboard option to open your Microsoft Excel by holding down your window key and R. Then you type the word Excel. Then you click on OK. Now the next is the features of Microsoft Excel. Now when you open your Microsoft Excel, you are going to be seeing your title bar, your toolbar, your menu bar, your formula bar. Now for your formula bar, that is where you type your text or you edit your text. So if I want to type my formula, I will go to the formula bar. If I make mistake or while typing a particular text, I will have to go to the formula bar to edit the text. Then the next thing I have there is the name box. The name box, it tells us the name of an active cell. So the active cell that we have there is A1. So if I click on another cell, you will see the name of the name of the cell on the name box. Now the next thing is the autofill. If you look at the bottom right, you see a tick box there, which is called the autofill. So the autofill is used to fill in the text in other cells. So if I type a value and I want to fill in those value in the next cell, then I can use the autofill. And autofill can also be used to copy formulas from one cell to another. Now the next thing is the cell indicator. The cell indicator is a thick rectangular lines around the cell. Then we have the row header, that is your 1, 2, 3 down. Then we also have the column header, which is from your A to XFD. Then your working environment is your sheet or your worksheet. Your working environment is your worksheet, and that is where you perform your calculations. While the entire Microsoft Excel that you open is called workbook. Now, saving your workbook, very, very important. Now, while working with your Microsoft Excel or every other application, you're encouraged to always save. You don't need to wait until when you complete your work before you save to avoid losing your data. Now the next thing is cell referencing. This is the name given to a group of cells that are together or apart to perform specific tasks. And we have two types of cell referencing. The first one is called range cell reference, while the second one is called union cell reference. Now the range cell reference makes use of a column, meaning that you are adding within a range A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4. Now instead of putting the plus sign, you can make use of the column. That means you can have like what I have as an example, equal to sum B3 column J3. Now the next thing is the union cell reference, which makes use of comma. That means you are not adding the whole range, but you are adding selected cells or selected data that you have in a cell. That's why we use your comma, like B3, D3, J3, meaning you are adding three cells. Now the next thing I have is the technique of cell referencing, which is the behavioral culture of cell reference. Now I have three there, which is the relative cell referencing, absolute cell reference, and the mixed. Now relative cell referencing, you don't make use of your $sign, just the same way you have been having sum equal to and every other information there. Now for the absolute cell reference, it's just a process whereby the cell reference or the cell itself remains constant along the worksheet, whereby you are making use of a $sign. For the mixed cell reference, we have two types when it comes to that point, but where the row is locked why the column changes when the formula is copied. That's where you've copied the formula by dragging with your autofill. Why you also have the part where the column is locked, why the row changes when the formula is copied. I will be displaying the examples on how this works.